Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Zen from Zen World, and I hope you're having a great day. So, previously we discussed a versus battle that is coming up, and in this versus battle, we have a couple of characters who are going to face off. The first round of Domino from Marvel Comics versus Blue Beetle from DC Comics. But before we get into that actual debate, which will be on Friday, we got to get into the characters and their powers themselves. So let's start off with Domino. Domino's real name is Nina Thurman, and she's a fictional character who first appeared in the New Mutants '98 in February 1991. So now let's get into her powers. What are the different powers that make up Domino, and why is she a very capable character? So Domino has the ability to subconsciously and psionically innate random telekinetic acts that affect the probability around her. So one of the things when we're talking about Domino is that she has something called a passive ability, right? So a passive ability means that she isn't consciously using it, but the body is then utilizing it based on a fight or flight sequence, right? And what I mean by fight or flight sequence is when she's put in a stressful situation, her body will then react to emit that telekinetic and psionic actions that will then make a probable scenario. Will it make an impossible scenario possible? It won't do that. It'll just kind of just emit the probability field, for lack of better words, which will then create a phenomenon that will give good luck, right? The quote-unquote good luck. So one of the things when it comes to her powers is that it's directly connected to her cerebral cortex, which emits a bioelectric pulse, right, to her spine. So what I mean by that is, let's think about if she's in one of those stressful situations where the field is affecting the area around her, but it will propel her to move based on that probability scenario, right? So if it's going to pull her to the left, to the right, her body will move to the left, to the right, because it's going to be like, think about it like instinctively guiding your movements, right? So that's one of the cool things about her powers is that, you know, it's not just the outside sources, but also her reflexes will be enhanced based on the scenario or stressful situation that she's in at the time, right? When it comes to the comic books, we don't know the full extent of her power, but what we do know is that it's a wildly capable ability, right? Now, does that mean it's impossible for her to die? No, not at all. It's still possible for her to die, but it makes it a whole lot harder for her to die because of the power. So now let's talk about what ability she has outside of her powers. So she's a capable marksmith with firearms. She's a highly trained athlete when it comes to like swimming, all kinds of just Olympic-based athletic abilities. She's very capable in hand-to-hand combat, and she's able to use explosive firearms, anything to her knowledge, and you know, because she is someone who's worked with many teams, and some of those teams include the X-Men, the X-Force, X Corporation, Six Pack, Weapon X, Weapon XForce, you know, a lot. And she's worked with some of the most highly capable mutants alive, right? And I'm speaking primarily about like Cable and Deadpool. But yeah, overall, she's an amazing character, and I'm looking forward to this matchup and debate when it comes to Blue Beetle. They're two very different characters, and they're gonna face off in an oceanic environment. So think about if you're by the beach and there's a lot of rocks and terrain right around that area, that's going to be the battle area. So think about that when you're voting for who do you think would win between Deadpool and Blue Beetle. So the next video I'm going to do Blue Beetle powers discussed. All right, so if you enjoyed my content, give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you all later in the next video. Take care, everyone.